Our next guest is a rising star in the music world with the pipes to take her to the top.
All the way to the top,
Yes.
right? And here with her debut album, Heart of Ballads, is singer and songwriter Allie Caldwell. Allie Caldwell.
Allie, that
I
is a
love
beautiful
that name.
Thank you.
Is that your birth name?
Alicia Caldwell is my birth name.
Okay.
My last name is my birth name, but Allie is just a nickname that I took by storm and just decided to make it my stage name.
I like it though. It's cute.
Yeah, it sounds really rich.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
And your
Allie
music.
Caldwell and Associates.
Yes.
All right. Well, your music is also very rich, and I have to talk about a fan that went to one of your shows and said, quote, "Listen to this girl. She's amazing. Her name is Allie Caldwell. So much fun. Signed, Tyler Perry." I was like, hello, one of your fans? That is awesome. What does it feel like to get a rave like that from none other than Tyler Perry?
Your BFFs with TP.
Right.
That was one of the biggest moments of my career. For me, for one, I didn't even know that he was in the audience. So it kind of was a shock to me. I actually woke up the next morning and one of my girlfriends called me early in the morning like, have you seen Facebook? And I'm like, no, I have not seen Facebook. She's like, stop what you're doing right now and go on Facebook. And I'm like, but I just woke up. She said, go on Facebook. So I go on Facebook and I see this video that he posted of, you know, my show the previous night.
Wow.
And I just couldn't believe it. Like that was huge. You know, somebody like Tyler Perry, you know, to see something in me was just, it was a blessing. It was a great experience.
Oh, that's very cool.
You
Cool
should
way to
have
wake up.
sent the message back. I'm ready to be in one of your movies.
Right? Until this day, I'm still crossing my fingers.
Right.
Like, you
Is
know.
acting something you want to do eventually?
I feel like I have it in me. I don't, you know, I wouldn't doubt myself with anything. So if the opportunity comes, then I'm so ready to do whatever.
Well, either
God
way, there's a
has
lot of
in
singing in
store.
his music and his stage plays.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
You have the look. I need
Right.
to tell me about this hat. I need it in my life.
This was such a random, because you know I'm still kind of a baby to New York, so I'm starting to see all of the different styles and different people walking around and how they just don't care and they just be themselves. So lately I've just been walking in the store and said, let me see that, something that I would never touch or you know. So I just decided to take this whole different New York kind of look.
Right.
What's been the most surprising thing about New York for you?
Yeah. Besides the fashion.
The most surprising thing is I do catch the subway. I'm not ashamed to say that I'm
okay.
a
You
subway
do?
girl. Yes, and
What's
I actually
that
love
like?
it. I love it.
I was like,
In the
what's this
beginning-
thing under the ground
In the
train?
beginning, I would get lost.
I take the subway.
Okay.
I would get lost at first, and sometimes I still do. But it's just amazing to see that there's millionaires that catch the train.
Yes.
People with so much money who says, hey, I'm going to save my money on my gas.
You're right.
And just hop on a train and take myself to my job that pays me millions and millions of dollars.
So our old mayor,
If they
Mayor
can do it.
Bloomberg, used to take the train.
Yeah.
So he says.
So that's
did take the train.
the most surprising thing to me, that you never know who you'll see on the subway, believe it or not, or in Uber. Or you never know. Like,
What do you think about the people who sing on the subway? Have you seen some of those
I
performers?
see them all the time. And I
What do you
feel-
make of them?
I'm just
Because you're
like,
an actual singer, so.
what I think of that is like you got to start somewhere.
All right.
If they have the passion in their heart and they actually come out there and they do it every single day, which is what I do. I get up in the morning and I do what my passion is every single day, and you keep working at it, You never know where you'll get. You never know who's going to see you
That's true.
in the subway. So I just look at it like more blessings to them, and I hope, you know, the right person that they need to see is the person that they see on that day and change their lives.
Maybe you should take your new album down there and sing, because it is hot. You can make some money out
Thank
down
you.
there doing that. Well,
Let's
talk
talk
to
about
us
the new
about your album.
Yeah.
Yes.
Heart of Ballads.
Yes.
What can we expect from this album?
Ballads.
Heart of
right.
Ballads is definitely a whole EP of ballads. A lot of love songs, breakup songs, breakup to make up, you know, those kind of songs. And I definitely put this project of work together for, you know, the females out there who I'm pretty sure that, you know, we can all relate to these particular songs that I wrote about. And I just wanted to, you know, make them feel and make them see that I'm just as normal, and I go through and heartbreak and those things just as well as they do. So
Now, when you're heartbroken, what's your creative process like? Do you write more or less? Do you feel like singing more or less? How does that work? Does it positively or negatively impact your creativity?
I feel like it positively impacts, you know, my writing creativity, because I guess when you go through something, experience is kind of like, it kind of makes you want to write even more.
Yeah.
You know, like going through makes me want to grab a pen and paper and write it down, almost like a journal or like a diary. But you don't want to go too far down into, you know, your details, or maybe you have like a girlfriend or somebody that you know, or you know, or may have heard a story online that you may can get inspired of, and take that and put your, you know, story with that, and just create something, you know, magical.
So your music's very autobiographical.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so what type of songs are you writing now? Are you single and ready to mingle, or are you in a relationship?
I am so, like, I'm so straightforward right now as far as my career. Like, that's the only thing that's really on my mind, is just basically making my dreams come true, and, you know, being so focused, because I am an independent artist, and it's very hard for us because, you know, the major labels, they have like their own thing going on right now, and it's kind of like, if you want to be different and if you want to stand out, you have to do something major, you know, that maybe nobody else is doing, who knows, but you still have to, like, be different. And my mom, you know, taught me coming up, you know, dare to be different. Like, you don't want to follow everybody else. You want to be that one that sticks out, you know. So I'm just like really focused on, you know, my music right now, definitely.
So when did you know that music was something that you wanted to make your life's work?
Well, I grew up in church. I was actually born and raised in church, so I have a church background. I started singing at the age of 3.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
First song, do you remember?
Oh,
Twinkle,
gosh.
Twinkle, Little Star?
No, I
The
cannot.
People on the Bus?
I can't think of the name.
Okay.
But I did start singing at that age. That would take my mom to come and tell you that story. But at the age of 15 is when I actually started to take music serious. So, yeah.
And so when was your first paid gig? Do you remember that experience?
My first paid gig was, I actually was in a girl group at the age of 16, and we actually did a tribute to Patti LaBelle in Harlem. So that was my first paid.
What was the name of the
Nice.
group?
It was called Exhale.
Exhale.
And it was
That's a
3 of
cute
us.
name.
Yeah, it was a great experience. We accomplished so much, and I wouldn't trade that experience for the world.
Are you more of a solo artist, though, or a group girl? Because some people like the safety net of having the group, and some people are just like, I can't do it, I have to be on my own.
The group, you have to be built for a group. The group is something, it's like a whole nother world, believe it or not.
Really? How? Why?
It's a lot that comes with it. You just have to be ready and mentally stable as far as when it comes to a lot of personalities, and you're going to be around these different personalities every single day when it comes to everyday rehearsal, you know, things like that. So you just have to.
I've always heard it's
you know,
never
be
the
built.
girls in the group, it's the girls' boyfriends who always cause the
yeah,
drama.
definitely. Like if it's something on the outsides, which is rarely most of the time, but if it's something on the outsides, then, you know, that's something that can be fixed. But if it's something on the inside, then, you know, you gotta, like I said, you just gotta be built. And I took it upon myself and just said to myself, I feel like, not trying to pat myself on the back, but I just feel like I'm better than this. Like, I feel like I deserve more than, you know, to just be behind, like, you know, behind the scenes. And I just felt confident within myself that I can do it, you know, that I can be a solo artist. So one day I just stepped out and started doing it, and it's been going wonderful since.
Yeah, because you just finished a 23-show tour. That's pretty impressive. Are you ready for the life on the road?
I love the road. Yes, I'm ready.
What do you love about it? Because a lot of people don't like
I
living out
love
of
it
a
because, you know,
suitcase.
in the beginning, before all of these things started happening, you know, you have those nights where you're down on your knees and you're praying to God, like, I want to do this. Like, this is something that I want to do. Like, I want to travel the world. I want millions of people to know my name. Like, I want them to say, you touched me when you sing that song. And when those things are, like, coming to life, and you meet these people and they look you dead in your eyes and they're like, you had tears in my eyes. It's like, wow, like, that's something that, you know, I prayed for before it even happened. So to see these things, you know, manifest, it's just like so amazing.
That's so
It's
cool.
amazing.
Favorite city to perform in? Other than New York, of course.
City, I would say Atlanta was a pretty good city. But country-wise, I would love to throw that in. Moscow has become one of my favorites.
Oh.
Really?
Are the fans different there?
The fans are very different as far as out here state-wise, because it's like even if they're not familiar with you, you have some people that are familiar with you, and you have some people that never heard of you before. But even if they never heard of you before, they still recognize great music, and they still recognize what great music is supposed to feel like. So they always acknowledge, you did a great job, or we'll follow you wherever you go. So it's kind of like the love is bigger to me, international wise, or like out there, So.
Moscow, we gotta get there.
We have a big international audience. Let's let them hear a little bit of your song right now. You do a little something from the EP for us.
So this particular song is called Crazy, that I wrote, and I'll let you guys hear a little bit of it.
All right.
Okay. Is it all in my head? Maybe I'm bugging, maybe I'm tripping, maybe I'm losing my mind. Do you really love me? Do you really think about me? Tell me, do ya? He says I'm crazy and I think too much all the time, and I'm losing all my composure every single day and night. Baby, all I do is cry. My insecurity kills me. See, 'cause I might be crazy and out of my mind, but I'm only going crazy for you. No, 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 no. I may be losing myself in your eyes, but I'll be damned if I lose you.
All right now. Woo! Heart of ballads. Woo! That girl's on fire. Cool down. Cool down. Woo! That was beautiful.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Now I see what Tyler was talking about. We could sit here all day. Like, go ahead, keep singing to us. That
Sing us to
is
sleep.
beautiful.
So, Allie, really
so
quickly,
much.
where can we get the album? Give us the name of your website, all of that, and then we got to go to break.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can go on iTunes. The EP Heart of Ballads is definitely available on iTunes, Google Play, all major distribution outlets. You also can go on AllieCaldwellMusic.com, and you can order yourself a personal signed copy.
Nice.
I will sign it, and it'll be
Right.
delivered to you.
And you'll send me that hat, too.
Right. You gotta work that out in the break. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
All
you.
right. We'll be right back.
With more Rise Entertainment 360.